Hey everybody, welcome to day 51. This week we are going to be doing focused muscle groups. So today we are hitting up legs. However, you don't need any equipment other than a mini band. So we're going to be using a mini band for just a portion of the set. Otherwise, we've got some other body weight stuff coming along. So with that, let's go ahead and get warmed up. Start with one leg forward, one leg back. I'm going to enjoy a little barefoot day today as well. Of course, you do whatever is best for you, but sometimes if the workout will allow for it, it's fun to just kind of go barefoot and let the feet work, stay strong, get a little extra movement and stretch and wiggle than they normally get in those shoes, those binding shoes. All right, hinge forward and back. And then after the next one, I'm going to have you just come to a static lunge. Your back knee down, front knee up. Go into a goalpost, arms, or you can go wide arms. I'll run into, not all the way. Might run into the wall. If you have space, get your arms wide. Square off those hips and find that rotation through the mid-back, right? So we're squared off in those hips, stable, grabbing through the core. 3, 2, and 1. All right, switch it up, other side. Get that hamstring slide. So just hinging forward, sliding back, hinging forward, sliding back. Get some deep breath work going. Get that back hip flexor stretch through just a bit. Then that hamstring on the front side. Check in with your core, always the core. Somebody told me recently, man, if you focus on it, you can feel your core in everything you do. And I was like, it's awesome. Okay, come to your static lunge, square off those hips, twist again. It's interesting how just changing up which leg is forward changes up a little bit that mobility through the upper body. Everything's connected. Also very interesting. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's hit up a downward facing dog. Spread into those fingertips. Core engages. Slide those hips up and back. Drive the shoulder blades down and then pedal through those heels. Drop one heel and then the other. Core nice and strong. Chest drives back toward those thighs. And then level them off. So really push down into those heels. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the spine. Grab the core. Drop those heels down. And then widen your feet. We'll come back to our low squat. Hopefully you're getting lower and lower here. This is a big part of kind of noticing progress and results, is being able to get yourself a little bit lower in that full squat, heels on the ground. So I need to be starting to work on getting my feet narrower. So slowly getting there. Takes a little bit of stretch through the calves, through the ankles. All right. Good warm up. So we are going to start off with some glute bridges. Going through a few rounds here, stuff on the floor, and then we'll transition up in a bit. So start down. We're going to be going through 10 just regular good old glute bridges for now. Eventually we'll shift to singles. And then after your glute bridges, I'm going to have you do a butterfly bridge. So this is a little different. We don't do them very often. Your feet, soles of the feet come together on the ground. So you're in a butterfly with the thighs, and then you're going to press into those feet to lift the hips up off the ground from there. So it's a lot more intense on your inner thighs. 10 of those. Then we're going to flip around, starting up with a plank, and you're welcome to stay in hands and knees or try to find an elevated plank on a box or a wall. So once you have your high plank, you can also go elbows, really doesn't matter. We're going to do a leg lift, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Then we're going to do a hamstring press, okay, pressing through that heel, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. And then we're going to do a lateral extension. This one you will come onto your hands and knees. So one leg is going to come out nice and wide, straight as possible. And if you don't have the range of motion in your hip to get it all the way up in line with the hip, that's fine. But our goal, and this is something I have to watch for, is to press evenly into both shoulders so I don't start leaning away, and try my best to keep the hips level. So then we're going to be pulling that hip or that foot up, 10 on each leg. All right. And that's our first set of work. So we'll start there. Nothing too crazy yet. All right, here we go. Set into those feet so that at the top of your glute bridge, your knees are right on top of the heels. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus on getting into those glutes. Core stays strong. And 10. All right, open those knees wide. Put the soles of your feet together. And then we're going to lift up through those hips. Kind of awkward at first. Just do your best. 3, 4, 6. Hold that core. 9 and 10. Whew. Good inner thighs. Okay, flipping over. We're going to go to that plank or hands and knees. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Shoulders up over those wrists. Make sure that your hips stay down and level so you're not wiggling. 1, 2. Straight leg lift. And 10. Other side. 9, 10. Switch back to that first leg. Bend your knee and press. 2. 4. Flex that foot. Ooh, that hamstring's on fire. 8, 9, 10. Switch it up. If you can get that foot flexed, you're going the extra mile for that hammy. 5, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm going to hit a quick down dog. Whew. Stretch those hamstrings out, and then we'll do those lateral lifts. Hands and knees. Extend one leg out. Level off those hips. Core nice and strong. Here we go. 1, 2, 8. You'll feel these in the core, those obliques as well. 10. Other side. Try your best to stay level. 7, 8, 9, 10. Louisa. All right. Back down into our glute bridges. Rotate those wrists a little bit. Get the stretch. So we're only doing 2 sets. Second set here. And we're going to do a single leg glute bridge, 10 each leg. If you need to keep both feet on the ground, that's fine. Or a happy medium is also crossing the leg over. That'll still focus on the one side, but give you just a little more stability. 10. Also, setting your arms down can help. I like to lift mine because it forces me to use my core, lats, all those torso muscles to keep level. 8, 9, 10. All right. Open those knees, feet together. Here we go. 1, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, those are right up there with the Copenhagen as far as getting those inner thighs. All right, back to our plank round. Straight leg extension first. 10 on one leg. 4. Keep checking in with that plank. 8, 9, 10. It's kind of a little pre-fatigue in those hamstrings and glutes to prepare for that hamstring press. 9, 10. All right, I'm going to go a little stretchy, coming back forward. Lift the leg, curl it in, get that foot flexed. Feel like you're raising the roof with the heel. 8, 9, 10. Other side. Curl it in. 8, 9, 10. Oh, hit that down dog. Stretch real quick again. And then we'll do those lateral lifts. All right. Get that leg extended. Flex deep into the core. Shoulders over the wrist. 1, 2. 10. Oh, these are way harder than they look. Okay, other side. 9, 10. All right. Hinge it back a quick second. Stretch to the back. Come on up to standing. Stretch over those hamstrings. All right, now it's band time. So we're going to be starting to work on focusing on those abductors and the glute med, upper outer butt. So start with your band on your high ankle, low calf. So not all the way down, but not super high up. Okay, we are going to do a side step to back step. Okay, and I want you to focus on keeping your supporting leg, knee soft to bent over that foot. This is where I kind of really wanted to get my bare feet out, get everything set. So side and back, that's 1. Focus on where you're getting the work done from. Feeling that supporting leg as well. Try to keep your upper body as still as possible. Here's 10 and 10. Other side. Lateral and back. Focus on that core. Try to spread through those toes, right? So you're not gripping with your toes, finding 4 corners of the foot. Just a little hinge. 2 more each. Ooh. Building up. And 10. All right, now we're going to go into moving the band up above your kneecaps. So we're going to do a side step to squat or jump squat. Okay, so you're here in the middle. You're going to side step and squat with that wide leg, or you can jump squat. Come back together, side step, squat, or jump squat. Okay, that's 1. Doing 10 each side, 20 total. So step, squat or jump, bring it back in, step, there's 1. Bring it in, 2. Line those knees and toes. 4. Bring it in, press it out. Put tension on that band, especially in your jump. Work to keep those knees out. We got 8, 9, and 10 still. Oops, I got my instep. There we go. 9, instep, outstep. Instep, outstep. Nice job. Okay. Second and final set here. We're going to that side step, back step. Set into supporting leg. Here we go. Step to the side and back. Focus that butt. Keep it up. Holding that core. This is 9, 10. Here we go. Other side. Spread through those feet. Watch that knee. Line it up with the toes. 3. Focus those glutes. One more each direction. There we go. All right. Band comes back up. Whew. All right. This one definitely built up last time, so it'll be even better. Round 2. Okay, find your squat, step out, jump in, out. Knees out with toes. Building in all the right places. One more each way. Whew. All right, done with the band. Do a little stretch. Coming down. You can either just hit up your hip flexor stretch, or I'm going to take a quick pigeon. Super good for those glutes. Just kind of leaning down. Not super duper long. Switch it up. Love it. Got that heart rate up a little as well. Okay, hit up your down dog. Heels down. All right. Our last block of work, we're going into plyometrics. So we just got some jump squats. We're going to go more without the band. 10 jump squats, 10 Mary Katherines each leg, and 10 touchdowns. So if you don't jump, you can squat. Mary Katherine is a jump lunge. So you're going to switch your lunge. If you need, you can shuffle. Otherwise, I'm going to have you power punch that knee up, 10 on one side, 10 on the other, and then our touchdowns, you're going to lean down and just get your little shuffle side to side. Kind of be a nice change of direction for the legs and glutes. Okay, this is it. 2 sets, 10 reps each, and then we'll stretch. Ready, set, jump squats. 8, 9, 10. All right. Jump lunges. Woo! Get your set. Here we go. Keep your range. Knees line with toes. Awesome. Grab a little second. And then we're going to do those touchdowns. Plant on one leg. Hinge your other leg way far behind. Make sure you get nice low lunge. Knee lines with the toe in the front. 1. Definitely helps to have a little more space, but this will work. It's worked before. Nice and low. 9, 9, 10, 10. All right, shake it out. Last set. Start with those jump squats. Ready, set, go. Done. All right, Mary Katherines. Work for your range as much as you can. Squaring off those hips. Here we go. One more each side. Done. Whew. Those are good. Alrighty, here we go. Touchdowns. Finish this off. One leg in front. Reach behind. Watching my butt. I think I was leaning over a little more instead of getting deep. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, shake it out. Grab a roller if you have one. Just make our stretch session that much better. Starting with those glutes. So sit up on your roller. If your left hip glute is on the roller, I like to cross my other leg over the top, my right leg, but you can also keep it out, up to you. And then you kind of roll, not just back and forth, kind of shift the angle of your hips, where you're sitting, how far you lean back, how far you lean forward. And if you find a little spot needs a little more TLC, hang out there a second. Okay, let's go ahead and hit up at ham. We'll go hamstring, calf, and then the other leg. Row up and down. Kind of take your toes to the left, straight up, to the right. Okay. Teeny bit behind the knee. Not a lot, just a teeny. All right. And then roll it on down. If you have a longer roller or teeny calves, like I do, you could do these both at the same time. Sometimes it actually is different to do one at a time. If you have a spot that is pretty sensitive, stop rolling and just move that spot back and forth on the roller. All right, we'll travel up the other side. Could also cross over if the extra weight feels good. Too tender. Good feedback. Need to do this more. Check in with my water consumption. Make sure I'm getting enough. And stretch those calves. All right, teeny bit behind your knee. Just a little. All right, and then we'll get the ham. You can see how it feels different if you flex your foot or if you keep it relaxed. Kind of changes up the feel. All right, and then we'll move it all the way up to the glute. All right, think back over your session today. How was it? What was easy? What was difficult? What was your mind telling you? What did it tell you when something was easy? What did it tell you when something was difficult? Feedback, recognize. All right, now we're going to hit up the quads. Turn it over. Lie it at the base of your quad, your femur, and then just easy does it. Oof. At least if you're feeling it like I am. Same as we did on the other side, you can kind of rotate your toes out, rotate your toes in. Other side. All right, last roll. Whew. All right, curl those toes under. Sit back a second. Just tuck the feet in. Notice what you feel. Tuck the feet under. Notice what you feel, especially if you don't have shoes on. See what's going on with those feet. Technically, we should be able to curl our toes under and hang out on them for a little bit. Mine are just now starting to chatter at me, but this is way better than I used to be. All right, let's go back into that hip flexor stretch. Pick your back knee up off the ground for me, if you can. You don't have to, but if you can, do it. Hinge those hips down, and then I'm going to just have you rotate a little. So you're going to plant on your left hand, rotate. So your right foot is going to lift up off the mat. Your left leg is on its side, and you should feel just a little bit of everything in that hip, glute, back area, or what can I think of it? Your IT band. Thank you. All right, hinge back, hamstring stretch, reach, reach, reach. Always give yourself a little calf rub. All right, let's hit that other side. We'll do the same thing. Toe forward, lift the back knee if that works for you. Enjoy that little hip flexor stretch here. And then roll onto the outer edge of both feet. A little ankle crack there, that always feels good. Have safe support in that hand and shoulder. Roll back around. Toes come up. Lengthen your back toward the toes. Okay, coming up, we're going to get our forward stretch and we're going to add to it just a bit and then we'll be done. So remember, stretch from your Barbie creases, your Frankenstein creases. So I always think of how Barbie's legs move, right? That's where our hinge is. So not up at the waist, but down in the hip crease. Like when you're sitting down at the chair, that's your crease. So that's where we want to push our hips back and hinge forward from. All the way forward. So you let the weight of your head, shoulders pull you forward. You can straighten the legs, keep them soft, up to you. Okay, from here, if it works for you, you might need to bring the floor up to you, or you can stand back up and do this and then go back down. But we're going to take your right foot, swing it around the left. I had to think a second because now I don't know which is which. And then you're going to lean back forward. Same thing from those hip creases. Let your hips hinge to the right. Let your hips hinge to the left. And then hit in between. So it just gets that right leg a little differently. So stand up and switch, or you can stay hinged forward. Bring your right foot back. And now take your left foot around the right, hinge forward. And you should feel a little different stretch on that left side now. So on my right side, I felt a lot more hamstring. On my left side, I'm feeling a lot more behind my knee and into the calf. Good feedback. Be aware of what your body does and is and feels like. Grab your core. Come on up. Fantastic job. Thanks for doing some legs with me. Tomorrow we are doing back. All right. Have a great rest of your day.